What's up guys, I'm Shane and this is Spare Change. Here on the channel, we discuss all things audio and video, like new movies and new AV equipment. So if it's your first time here, consider tapping that subscribe button for new weekly videos. In for a review, we've got Knives Out on 4K Blu-ray. I won't be reviewing the movie itself, I'm just going to share with you my thoughts on the video and the audio quality. Now for a few tech specs. The movie was shot in 3.4 and 5.1K. It's got a 2K DI. It's rated PG-13. Runtime is 131 minutes. Aspect ratio is 185:1. Therefore, you will have zero letterboxing. That means no black bars. Actually, there's tiny little black bars. Now for image quality, I started off watching this in regular Blu-ray, which isn't a bad looking disc. Halfway through, I switched over to the 4K disc, and I didn't think it was a night and day difference. The 1080p version is a few notches softer than the 4K version, and color definition, while it might seem brighter in HD, isn't as richly saturated. In 4K, the overall image looks more dense and tighter and resolves finer details like wrinkles, facial hair, clothing textures, and details throughout the backgrounds much better than the 1080p version. One thing that's also more apparent in the 4K transfer is the artificial grain that was added to the picture. It's a very fine layer, but I could see how grain haters out there could be bothered by this. It does look like it was shot on film, and I didn't feel like it took away from the movie. As for HDR, which isn't Dolby Vision, like I mentioned before, it does give the image some added saturation with deeper reds, better fleshed out skin tones, and I did notice extra highlight detail that wasn't there on the standard Blu-ray. Black levels were great without any crush or muddiness, and it does elevate contrast levels, which makes the picture pop a bit more. The colors here aren't anything crazy, it's more natural looking, but it is an improvement nonetheless over the standard Blu-ray.
Knives Out beats bloody! Well.
Audio is in Dolby Atmos, and I'm not sure why that is. The movie is basically all dialogue driven without any kind of spectacle, so there are no explosions or gunshots or anything like that. There's some okay ambiance when scenes are happening outside, like in Chapter 7, where you'll hear things like wind blowing, maybe a car pulling up, or the dogs barking in the background. Otherwise, there's not much happening in the surround channels or the overhead channels for that matter. As for bass response, there's nothing much there either. It does kick on when the music picks up in a couple spots. There's also a scene when the cane hits the floor, and another one when Marta is driving the car, but there's not really much there for your subwoofers to do either. The musical score does have some good separation and is pretty spacious, and dialogue was solid throughout. So for audio, I'm gonna go with a 6.2. It's average at best. Surrounds are light, and so is the bass. Given what's happening in the movie, I think this audio mix suits it perfectly fine. For video, I'm gonna go with an 8.1. It's not 4K crisp or gonna blow you away with crazy HDR colors. There's very good detail, and I thought it was a solid transfer and an overall good improvement over the regular Blu-ray. Now I won't say go buy this movie for its 4K powers, but I would say it's a good enough watch if you like murder mysteries, and at least worth a watch. Just once. Now if you're interested in picking this up, I'll leave some links for it down below in the video's description. It does help out the channel by using those links, which helps us bring you more content like this. As always guys, thanks for watching. If you want, you can follow us on social media so you can see things like the disc. And if you want to support the channel and get extra content, free movies, great discounts, then follow us on Patreon. Like and share if you found this video useful, and if you're not a subscriber, then tap the subscribe button. And we'll see you guys again in the next one.